Okay, hey everybody. This is Grace, and I am here at Wingstop. We're getting some chicken wings. Oh, I just suddenly got like a headache. Just sudden boom across my head. But did you hear my neck pop? I didn't know that there was a place right here. Actually, I'm now looking at it. It's not what I was thinking. I thought it was it was empty because the way that it's boarded up and all. No, it's just the way it's... Okay, I'm trying to make a video, but a bunch of kids and people with kids. There were some kids all by themselves. Huh, wow, it was like, come on now, seriously? What happened? Today is Friday. Why are they... something was weird yesterday. Was okay, of course. Thursday. And like one of the schools, I don't know if it's elementary school. I don't know if they closed or what, but there were a lot of cars there, like parents picking up their kids, and it was in the 10 o'clock hour. Sometimes in the 10 o'clock hour. Sometime in the 10 o'clock hour. I'll get it out in a minute. But we were like, what? You know, it was not a Friday. I don't know. But then today, here it is, it's 11:34. A bunch of kids, you know, in either direction. That one, the woman, I can't see if it's what it's videoing, but the woman, she had 3 kids with her. One was probably maybe a year old, and the oldest was maybe 7. So 3 kids within that age group. Wow. And again, you know, there were people having back to back like my mom did. I was born 15 months after my sister, the one that's just older than I, 15 months. Wow. Then the last one, it was 6 years. I was the last one before her. It was 6 years before the last one was. Last one. Oh my goodness. I'm just rambling, I'm telling you. Okay, I don't know what's taking them so long to make. They said, you know, we were the first people in there, and they said, she said, give us 15 minutes. I think it's been a lot longer than 15 minutes. But okay. He went back in there to see. So, I don't know, I got mine as garlic and Cajun. You know, got 8 pieces. He said he got 8 pieces. I know he'll eat most of mine. I'm not a wing person, but that's what, for some reason, I decided that was what I wanted today. Plus, if it's very salty, I won't eat much of it anyway. But that place right now looks like it's overcrowded with people. So, anyways, I'm just talking about doing more of a vlog here. I'd hope to go out. You know, I'm gonna just start going out and saying, if I make 30 to 50 bucks, then I go home, because you know, my health condition, which is why I'm doing it in the first place, is the health insurance. Through the Affordable Care, you got to work. They won't let me pay for it straight out. But, and just go and do, you know, try to do 30, 50, because anything else, my feet get swollen, you have edema. That's why I'm doing this kind of job, is because I can't work a regular job with edema. And I can't just say, oh, I need to go home and elevate my feet, or I need to elevate my feet right here on the job. That would be funny. But I just got a mental image. Anyway, so, but I'm not even sure how much I'm supposed to work, because I don't know how to equate it. But I'm getting more and more concerned because I have a big, it's an invasive test, an angiogram coming up in less than a couple of weeks, I guess, yeah. Yeah, a little less than a couple of weeks from now. So, you know, that woman walked by. I don't know whether she was a woman or a child. It's hard to tell. She had a lot of makeup on, so yeah. You can make yourself look any age with a lot of makeup, huh? I know when she drove up here, oops, here she comes again. When she walked up here, the men next to me were getting in a work truck. I guess she did something, and one of them turned around and smiled at her. She got his attention somehow. He wasn't even looking in that direction, so he didn't know she was coming up. But I don't know. She was a grown man. She was flirting with or something, or trying to, or what? Don't know. Okay, what's going on over here? Sorry for the pause, but it was kind of weird. And that often happens when I go someplace. It's kind of weird. I say that so much. Where is our food? I've been making videos longer than this. 15 minutes, right? So, I said, he's in there, and he's probably ticked off because he was a grumpy old man. We walked in. Like, dude. Nobody working to hear you grumbling. It's not part of their job. Which makes me think of something I wanted to talk about too. And that is, yesterday when I was delivering, one of them was, two of them was a big mess. And 2 different apps. And this one of them, what it was is I had to figure it out myself, was that he didn't realize that this wasn't for me. I said, you do realize this is not for me, and he said, he just looked at me like, like, I don't know where he was, where his head was, really. He was, I guess, stunned or something. And later he said, I just didn't know that app. Man's reading his text, and he's grinning from ear to ear. So I got him out of the which I don't know what was being said to him, but he was grinning. Anyway, I don't know what's happened to our food. This is ridiculous. It's been probably a good 30 minutes. Yeah, at least. And anyway. But that man yesterday, one of the deliveries I did, the guy, he gave me the cups to go get my own drink, to go get the drinks. And I looked at him and said, that's when I said, you do know this is not, no, I told him, I said, you know I can't do that. And I said it not as a question, as a statement. You know I can't do that. And he looked at me, huh? And he wouldn't ask the questions. Like some people would say, what do you mean? Or why not? And nothing to give me any hint of what was going on. And I said, in the state of Texas, it's against the law from what I understand. And I read it again, and I looked it up again. Got the AI, how the AI overview, and I had seen it before, and I saw it again. It says that a delivery driver cannot make the drinks for the customer. Okay, because it's some kind of food handler's thing. All right, and I looked it up after that again, but I already knew that. I already seen it. I'm not making the law. Okay, guy, make up your mind where you want to go. But anyway, what is going on? I'm gonna go in there and find out. Although Adam will be grumpy as can be. But yeah, he just didn't say enough to be able for me to be able to, like I just said, figured it all out. Here he is, finally figured. Okay, I guess I learned why there's so many kids out today. It is May 23rd, 2025. Apparently, that's the last day of school today. Now, why they were picking up at the elementary school yesterday, I do not know. Maybe they got out early, or the parents come to get their stuff. I have no idea. But we're gonna go home and eat our chicken wings. He got two different kinds, and I got two different kinds. So we can test them all out. We can stop test different types.